My dog Snoopy, one of my favorite things to do with 4.0's image generation capabilities is use it on my pets and do funny things like we call him Sir Snoopy of Puerto Rico. And first, I always thought he needs a top hat and a pipe. So my first prompt was give the white dog black in front a top hat and a pipe. And then I said, that's not quite what I want. It's pretty good, actually. I love this. But then I was like, okay, remove the dog in the background and have the pipe have smoke coming out of it and give him a spectacle. Even better, in my opinion. It does a pretty good job of capturing Snoopy. But then I said, now cross his paws, because there's a funny thing he does in real life. He'll cross his paws, and I think it makes him look more gentlemanly. Then I was like, okay, let me ask AI, ChatGPT, how I can make him more distinguished. A more distinguished gentleman. Gave me all these ideas. And then I said, give him everything you just suggested. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. And at 5 prompts, I got this. Amazing. But I actually thought it wasn't quite right because it doesn't quite look enough like him. And I said, make his eyes and paws a little pink. And then I got this, which I think is the best output. It looks the most like him. In real life, this is what he actually looks like. Go back to it again. And this is what I got. So that just shows, I mean, that was 5 or 6 going back and forth. And this will be across the board, I've found, with most of your prompts. If you go back and forth a few times, you're going to think of things, oh, I actually want this, or it's not quite right, or try this. And that's just like the main way I can have a much better prompting process with ChatGPT versus trying to think of everything right away. And even if you think of everything right away, it just seems to help when you're flowing through multiple prompts. Tip number 4 is you should have your ChatGPT. You can take this prompt if you want. I found that giving it some sort of way that you want it to respond to you is really good. There was a time when I basically had, it was like, give me a short long, so like summarize what you're going to say and then give me the long version. I ended up not liking that in the end, but this really helps. Just basically I'm just having a ChatGPT respond in a professional, clear, actionable manner. Make sure you have key points, incorporate citations when possible. And this does a really good job of just kind of a general prompt. Obviously, you could have ChatGPT prompt itself and try to figure out like what traits, the best traits to have ChatGPT have. I haven't tested that many here. You also have the ability to add these little guys that I hadn't seen. Chatty, witty, straight shooting. I want it to be straight shooting. And then it just added that. Tell it like it is. Don't sugarcoat responses. I love that. And I want them to be opinionated. Readily share strong opinions, but also respectful.